The United States, Guatemala, and Paraguay all recently moved their embassies here to Jerusalem, and there was a common thread of inspiration amongst the three transfers: Christian Zionism. And it's no surprise that all three delegations met here at the Friends of Zion Museum to learn more about the story of Christian Zionism and why the relationship between the Jewish state and Christians around the world is now more important than ever. Many experts say it was U.S. President Donald Trump's evangelical base who ultimately convinced him to move America's embassy to the Holy City. Guatemalan President Jimmy Morales is a dyed-in-the-wool evangelical, and Paraguay's President Horacio Cartes was the first leader of his country ever to visit Israel. They were all presented with the Friends of Zion Award by Dr. Mike Evans, the founder of the museum, who said it was only a matter of time before Israelis embraced the Christian Zionist community as true friends.
I think it took time. It took time for Israel to feel comfortable with Christian Zionists, because there's crazies out there, and there's crazies in every group. And so, you have to get to the point where you can really say, these people are our friends. They really care about us. They really want to stand with us. They don't have hidden agendas, and it took time.
Evans, a prolific author, says Christians have been giving to, fighting for, and sometimes dying for Jews in Israel for centuries. And he wanted to tell a story that often gets lost in the greater narrative of Jerusalem.
They go to Yad Vashem. They hear about German Christians killing Jews. They go to the Light in David's Tower. They hear about the Crusaders, Christians killing Jews. What about a real Christian that loves the Jewish people? Where can they feel good about themselves? We made this a place where they could feel good about themselves and their history.
Especially after the last few weeks, this museum, which seemingly spared no expense in its storytelling exhibits, has become a must-stop for Jerusalem's Christian tourists and a way for Israeli politicians to welcome visiting dignitaries and friends.
This museum has really given a platform for Israel and for Israeli leaders to bring their guests and to say thank you. To say thank you for what they're doing for us on the global stage.
And it's been Evans' personal mission, going back 40 years, to make this marriage of Zionism and evangelicalism work for the benefit of Israel.
Menachem Begin is the one that created the vision for Christian Zionism and bridge building. I know, I worked with him. It was his vision, it was his dream. And what I think there was a lot of concern and anxiety to begin with is agenda. What do they want? Our souls? They want to steal our soul? What do they want? Could they possibly really love us, love our nation, want to do good deeds without stealing our soul? The answer is yes.
And with the return of international embassies to Jerusalem, the story of Christian Zionism is at the forefront of the public consciousness like never before. Mike Wagenheim, I-24 News, from Jerusalem.